Welcome back to the channel. BTC on CPI news, pumping a little bit, not really doing much. Seems to potentially, hopefully, have found its bottom. And we will have a little look at things in a bit more detail on the 4-hourly chart. If we look here, the stochastic on the 4-hourly is looking topped out, which isn't good, but on the daily, hopefully, it's bottomed out. On the weekly, it is closer to the bottom than we think. However, I don't believe we are in a bull market or a resumption of a bull market unless we break this pink line here. Then we can resume upwards. If not, all we're getting is a counter trend bounce, which isn't the greatest thing in the world. But yeah, let's actually check dominance. If we check Bitcoin dominance here, yeah, it looks like it's topping out on the daily, which is good for altcoins. What about on the weekly? Hopefully getting closer to the top as well. So the fear and greed index, we are in fear in 19. If we check the liquidation heat map, a lot of the liquidity lies at around 80k, maybe even just above 75, so we might wick down before we go higher. And everything seems to be on discount as well today. What I'm going to do here is we're going to look through some posts as well, the bookmarks. Because if you look at bookmarks here today, look, CPI, actual 0.2, expected as 0.3. Year over year and month over month. US inflation is dropping hard. Trump is delivering exactly what he promised. Next up are rate cuts. This will make stocks, Bitcoin and crypto explode. Hopefully. Because the dollar is getting weaker. And that is what we need in a bull market. It's going to happen. There's a decent chance resistance break. We could flip things bullish. But for now, price action is dragging this out like a bad plot twist. Holy moly. The yellow count might still be in progress. I hope the yellow count is this rather than this. Coins like Sol and DOT are in prime buying ranges, but no one's buying. You know why? Because the market sentiment is extremely bearish and these ranges aren't likely to hold. That doesn't sound too good, man. It looks like they want a major correction. Since the price decline from 97 to 76k, whales are buying Bitcoin while you were selling. The market insider closed all the Ethereum positions. He opened some positions earlier before the CPI news, look. And then he closed it all. I don't know, man. This is some fishy stuff. 50x leverage. Is the crypto alt season dead?
Everybody thought that is the cryptocurrency altcoin cycle completely dead? I'm going to answer that question. When this chart right here came out, everybody thought that the altcoin season was over because of the amount of new cryptocurrency tokens that are being created every single day. In 2017, 2018, there was only 500 cryptocurrencies. Now there's 3, 4, 5 million different cryptocurrencies and they're popping up out of thin air. This is diluting the value of altcoins. This dilution argument makes absolutely no sense because the market moves off of liquidity and not the supply of coins. Let me give you an example. So here's two different liquidity pools. This liquidity pool is huge. The other liquidity pool is really small. We have the same exact size rock. If we take that rock and we throw it in that liquidity pool, it's not going to move the liquidity pool that much, right? But if we take this rock and the same exact size and throw it into the smaller one, it could potentially displace the entire pool. This represents your buy and sells. If you put a buy order in this pool, right, in comparison to how much liquidity is in it, it's not going to move the price. But the same exact size, if you put it into a small liquidity pool, it's going to skyrocket the price of the asset. It's all based off of liquidity, not supply. Here's why. If you have a guy that owns 25% of a coin's supply, let's say hypothetically, it's worth $1 billion. He owns 25%, but the liquidity pool to actually sell the tokens is only 1 million. How could he sell $1 billion to a $1 million liquidity pool? He can't. So is that 25% actually worth $1 billion? No, it's not. The reason why people make this mistake is because they think that cryptos are real world things. They're not. In the crypto world, the reason why supply doesn't matter is because you can mint a supply out of thin air. You can click one button and make 1 quadrillion of a crypto, okay? In the real world, you can't make 1 quadrillion of a Jordan shoe. To do that, you would actually have to make shoes right there. Like, you gotta stitch the shoe, and there's this whole process, and there's real materials. So supply in crypto doesn't matter. Where it starts to become relevant is the liquidity. Why? Because they match Ethereum or USD to their token's liquidity, meaning there's real world value. You have to look at the liquidity pools. So if we look at the TVL or liquidity of the cryptocurrency market, we haven't even broke all-time high. I'm assuming, based off of history, that we're going to double this. This was last cycle. We're going to double this, okay? When it comes to the altcoin cycle, the potential is still there. Not only that, but watch this. If you look at the search term for the word crypto, this is how many times people type in crypto on Google. We're not even halfway there. So we have no liquidity in the market and no demand. The altcoin season has not started yet. And I know this is deep, so what I did is I put a full training on my Instagram story, Alexander on Crypto, all for free, 20-minute training.
Still bullish, G. Still bullish. Come on. One alone is weak. Bound together we are unstoppable. That's sort of what crypto is, to be honest. It's mental, man. Price remains in a downtrend, but key oversold signals are flashing. The STH MVRV ratio measures whether short-term holders are in profit or loss. When it drops below 1, it means most recent buyers are underwater, a level that often aligns with market bottoms. A level which has provided buying opportunities in this cycle. While price action remains key and our Elliott wave structures have not confirmed a trend change yet, this is one of the on-chain signals worth watching. Damn, bruh. How oversold are we though? Yeah, we're looking oversold. For sure. We could be more oversold though. Because look, this lasted a little bit longer. The SEC delays multiple ETFs. Solana, Doge, all that garbage. The US is no longer doubling tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminium. This is just a joke, this tariff situation, I'm not going to lie. They need to come to a conclusion fast. Don't F this up this time. Buy low and move to self-custody. Look how the two narrative-driven corrections happened on the same day, 2020 and 2025. COVID, trade war. COVID is 35%. If it ever moves that much, you need to have dry powder and capital on the table. Imagine it drops that much. Holy moly. So we bulls are on the edge. To keep the yellow scenario alive, they need to reclaim $3 fast. So far, upside momentum has been weak, but it's not over yet. Sui is something that I actually want to look at now. Because Rao Pao has mentioned this smelly token multiple times. If we look at the 4-hourly, it looks topped out. Everything looks topped out on the 4-hourly. It all looks like Bitcoin, but if you look at supports, $1.80, $2.30. I don't know, man. To me, this looks like it wants to come down even further. Yeah, man, it broke the uptrend. Because if I show you this, how I'm looking at it, it broke that uptrend there. Even if we're nicer and we put the uptrend like this, it broke the uptrend, man. It's looking hella bearish. Yep, none of this I would hop into right now. You might make the mistake of jumping in right now and you're just catching a falling knife. Wait for confirmation. You have it so easy right now in a bull. You have to buy high, risk low caps, new coins to make 10x's. Right now at these prices you could just buy leading clear winners, long-term hold coins and make 10x's. Easy mode. S&P 500 has officially entered correction territory, now down minus 10% from all-time high. Bullish divergence on the Bitcoin daily. Damn. You know what that means, right? Seen the last time that happened, boom, flew higher. But how long is that going to take though? Is that on the weekly? Daily. Global M2 just made a new local top. Money supply is going up. Bitcoin seems bottomed. Send it higher. Where we are, narratives are created to support corrections. Zoom out. Damn, man. US consumption is dropping as well. Month over month. It's crazy, man. The market can keep dumping and I will keep buying. It's opportunities like this where life-changing money is made. Everyone wants to chase a pump, no one wants to be brave enough to buy the crash. Scared money will never make money. Ethereum ETF Fidelity Files adds staking. It's been 50 days since Trump coin launched. While it created a short-term black hole, the market kept bleeding after. So who's selling and why does it matter? Retail panicked. And when prices didn't recover fast enough, they kept selling into weakness. Meanwhile, market makers see the panic, so even if a coin held strong, they push it down to prevent contagion from affecting their assets. That's why most alts and large memes have identical charts. Now, most of the cash is sitting with market makers and panic sellers. But here's the flip side. Just like we dump fast, we can recover even faster. One strong data point or catalyst sparks FOMO. Market makers front run retailers and suddenly retail piles in. Same alts and memes, same charts, just this time pumping instead of dumping. And it's all crashing. It looks disgusting, them charts. Trump portfolio lows 300 million. There is 4 weeks between these screenshots. What the hell, bruh? That's outrageous. That can't be true though, man. He can't be losing. He knows stuff more than us. In 2022, I predicted the exact date of the bear market. That was a legacy call today. I predicted we will bottom on the 12th, 13th of March, around 75k. Holy moly, if we're coming down, that's going to be disgusting. If you can hold one coin through the market, which one would you choose? Let's see what people are saying. Zcash, ADA, SNEC, XRP, USDC. Damn, man. Look at the term. The second term of Trump versus the first term at the S&P 500. That's disgusting. Biden. People saying Biden economy was better due to stocks. People making 100k a year went from upper mid class to not being able to afford a studio apartment. Economy where assets double but normies enter poverty by just holding the currency isn't booming is rigged. Flippin' heck. We are in a stinky market, man. Make sure you preserve your capital. Make sure you survive. Because times will change. What comes up must go down. But what goes down usually eventually does turn around. I can't guarantee it. But usually we will see further upside. Because I don't think that was the top. And if it was the top, make sure you have the stop losses in place to invalidate. For example, let me give you an example. Let's say you think the bull market is over after 53k, for example. So then put a stop loss at 53k. If it hits there, then at least you've preserved some of your capital and you're not holding to zero. And make sure it's only 2% of your wallet. Don't be trading all of it. It should be 2% per trade. I need to start taking my own advice on that one.